All right, guys, it is dinner time. We've got a primo camping spot. We've got a creek beside us. There's nothing better than going to bed listening to the creek. But first, let's have dinner, and it's going to be scrumptious. We are having crispy brisket with mac and cheese. Let's cook dinner. So one of Kevin's new hobbies is now smoking meat. And we do large quantities of meat at a time so that we can divide it up, freeze it, and save it for later. So that is what we'll be utilizing tonight, is some brisket that I actually don't remember when he cooked this one, but that's the beauty of it. It was ready for us. So like I've said before, vacuum sealers are not expensive, people. Get you one, you won't regret it. You can thank me later. So first we're gonna start with our mac and cheese, and I'm going classic. Now, there are probably two families here. You are the powdered family of cheese or the creamy Velveeta family of cheese. I can go either way, but truthfully, if I want to feel like it's somewhat homemade, I always feel like the creamy tastes a little bit more homemade than the powdered stuff. So make your choices however you want to. But we're going creamy style. All right, once your water is at a rolling boil, we'll add in our noodles. Always give your noodles a stir after you put them in. Otherwise, they'll just kind of clump up together, and that's not a good thing. Has to cook about 8 to 10 minutes. So that's perfect timing for us to get everything else together. We're doing some toppings on this to make it fancy. We're gonna have sliced green onions because 1, you need color on this dish. 2, green onions are just delicious. And we're gonna make crispy panko breadcrumbs. By crisping them in a little bit of butter, makes them a little bit crispier. Add our butter, maybe a little more. Obviously, we like butter. Get your butter all melty, and now let's add in some breadcrumbs. All right, so we add our breadcrumbs to the melted butter, and now we're just gonna leave it on here until we see them turning a golden brown. Now, I don't recommend walking away from this just to ensure that you don't accidentally scorch them. If you're doing it at home, you know, you can set your stovetop to probably a nice low and step away for a split second, but that's it. Otherwise, stay here, friends. Ooh, we already got some crispies. Look at those crispies. Do your thing. Look at the good color we're getting now. That's gonna be so crunchy. It's gonna add nice texture to our creamy mac and cheese. I'm gonna call that good. What do you think? Okay. Dump it onto a plate to cool. Kind of spread it out so it'll stay crisp while it cools. Fingers crossed the wind won't blow it away. It's not super windy, but it's breezy. All right, now we're ready to chop up our brisket. All right, let's open this up. Honestly, I don't think we're even gonna use all of this. Okay, so we've got a lot of fat, which is fine. We want some of the fat in there so that we don't have to add oil and it'll help crisp up the meat, but we definitely don't need that much. So I'm just gonna cut a chunk off, slice off a little bit of the fat, and then start chopping this up so we have nice, crunchy, meaty little bits to go on top. Well, that's funny. Looks more fatty from this angle. Just cut off a little bit of this. We don't need all of that. There we go. So now my plan is to just rough chop this and then dice it up a little bit more so we can have little crispy bits. Okay, so this may not be enough for the 3 of us. I think it will be, but Kev says he doesn't think so. But I want to do it in batches to ensure that it actually crisps and not just cooks, because there's still a lot of fat marbled in that, but I want it nice and crispy, so we're going to do it in batches. Yeah. Where's the crispy bits? All right, look at that crispy bits. Oh. Batch number 2. It's like still meaty. It's like, just meaty, crunchy. It's good. All right, let's drain our noodles.
Have your strainer today?
No.
The new strainer that I bought you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Listen, I have a hard time with these little 3-dayers because sometimes I'm just like, oh, I don't need that much, and then like forget half the things that I had thought about taking.
Yeah.
Oh well. All right, cheese.
Oh baby, the moment of truth. Let's get cheesy. So again, a really easy camp meal, and you don't have to use brisket.
Yeah, you could use ground beef even. You could use, I think, roast beef. Like if you cooked a roast beef before, that way you could like shred it and have like the shreddy pieces.
Yeah.
Will look really pretty mounded on top. All right, now let's chop our green onion for garnish, and then we're ready to plate. Okay, I always cut the tips off.
Just the tips?
Just the tips. I like to start fresh. That's probably all we're gonna need for just us. Less plate. All right. Let's start with our mac and cheese. All right, then we're gonna do our crispy, oh my gosh. Some of them are so delightfully crispy. Pile it on top, like that. Oh yeah, that's right. Now, barbecue sauce. Barbecue sauce.
Bring the sauce.
Bring the sauce.
Hey, what?
Pick whatever you want. This is just what we had. It's what we like. All right. Breadcrumb it.
Oh yeah. Make it rain.
How's it cooking?
Great. And now we need our little bit of color.
Oh.
That looks amazing. I outdid myself.
You outdid yourself.
We didn't even need, I'm gonna go for a spoon. That way I can get everything on a bite. All right. Oh man, that smells so good. You get the barbecue sauce, the creamy cheese, and then the bite from that green onion. That's exciting. That's really exciting. All right, let's see if we can get a little bit of everything. Yeah, there we go. All right. Now we taste test.
Is it good?
It's amazing.
You ready?
Yes.
I love barbecue sauce with mac and cheese. I know that's a classic thing to find at a barbecue joint, but to mix it all together like that, plus have the crispy breadcrumbs on top, holy moly, it makes me think you're having like mac and cheese casserole with the barbecue. Man, and the freshness of the green onion. I'm a huge green onion fan. I'm not gonna leave it off. It's delicious. Let's eat.
Okay.
Ready for a taste test?
Yes.
All right.
Does it get kid approval? That's the big question. Does Caroline give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down? We're waiting for the judgment. She's really working through this. What do you think? What's the verdict?
Dremel, please. I give it 80.
80. Woo!
All right.
That'll work.
Mm-hmm.
Coming from Caroline, that's a high praise.
High praise.
Gotta get a little bit of everything.
You just like mixed it all up.
I had to get a little bit of everything. You scattered it about.
No, I didn't.
It was scattered about the bowl. I had to rescue it. Right out the gate.
Yeah.
Like, boom. Breadcrumbs. Crisp. Right there. Right out of the gate. Brisket. I smoked it myself. And so, I don't know. There's just something proud about that. And then good old mac and cheese. With a little bit of bite at the end from that green onion. I don't think I changed anything about it. That's good and easy. So easy.
So easy.
Let's eat.
Let's eat.
For your child, Lifestyle Overland is supported by viewers like you. If you like following our adventures, then please join us on patreon.com/lifestyleoverland. Thank you, painters, for all your support. Until next time, stay curious.